Hey everyone, welcome back to the Junior Moneymakers podcast. Today's episode is a miracle in the making. My wife is still traveling and she's not going to be home until Friday. On top of all of that, I've been helping some friends of ours who are in the real estate business as well. Their business has been growing so quickly the last year or two that their processes haven't caught up to their income yet. One of the main reasons that my wife is traveling is to help them get a handle on everything they have going on so they can streamline their business and focus more of their time on the things that are making them the most money. My part in all of that has really been helping them to organize, optimize, and outsource their processes. The concepts I've been using have come straight out of these books that I read a few years ago called Less Doing, More Living by Ari Meisel and Idea to Execution by Ari Meisel and Nick Sonnenberg. What I want to do for the next 3 weeks is break down these three concepts, organizing, optimizing, and outsourcing, and how you can apply them to any kid or adult hustle. Hopefully, over the next few weeks, I'll be able to reach out to these two guys and get them to join me on an episode of the show. But today, we're going to focus only on organizing. So what is organizing? All right, let's face it. If you have entrepreneurship in your blood, there are likely a lot of things you're good at. You're probably obsessed with a particular goal, product, or mission, and you probably think about it often enough to exclude all other things. This is a great thing, and it's one of the things that separates us from average 9-to-5 employees. Unfortunately, at times, we can be so focused on reaching our goals and accomplishing our mission that we can leave a scattered mess behind us everywhere we go. Sometimes my desk can look like a hydrogen bomb went off, and my to-do list and file system can look even worse. There was this APA study that says a messy desk encourages a creative mind, and I'll link to a few articles that reference that, so this isn't a reason to despair. The problem is that if your processes are cluttered and messy, you end up wasting a lot of time repeating tasks that might be unnecessary, or worse, taking extra steps to complete jobs. In either case, this is going to translate directly into money lost. For example, one of our previous guests, Kemery from Kemery Creates, she makes these really awesome bracelets. She only spends about 20 minutes a week doing her engraving. If she has a kit with all of her supplies that she uses and she puts them back in their spot after each session, it may only take her a minute or two to get her things together. If she takes those same supplies and throws them in a cabinet or drawer after each session, it would take her 2 to 3 extra minutes each session just to find her supplies, if she ever found them at all. While that might not seem like a lot, she could be spending 10 to 15% of her time just finding supplies. Now, imagine if she could use that extra 10 to 15% of her time making bracelets. All things being equal, that would mean she would increase her profits by 10 to 15%. Believe me, this is a huge reward for simply putting things back when you're done using them. Organization is simply taking the things that you do every day and configuring them into where they are and taking every step in your process and making it clear to everyone that works with you what the status of your project is and exactly what needs to be accomplished next. While this may sound boring, this is what differentiates those of us who are serious about what we do, and more importantly, those of us who are successful. Lack of organization translates directly into loss of money, and people like me can easily examine your processes and programs and tell you just how much money you're missing out on. Okay, how are we going to get started? First, you need to start by taking an account of what you do. This is going to seem tedious and boring processes, but it's really a critical step. You need to take each process, program, or activity you do and write down all of the details it takes to complete them. For example, if you mow lawns, it can seem like a pretty simple endeavor, but if you break your processes down, it may look something like this. First, gather lawnmower, weed whacker, rake, and trash bags and customer comment card. Next, travel to customer's house. Step 3, mow the lawn. Step 4, weed whack. Step 5, rake the trimmings. Step 6, bag the trimmings. Step 7, load the lawnmower, weed whacker, rake, and trash bag. Step 8, leave a customer comment card. Step 9, travel home. Step 10, unload lawnmower, weed whacker, rake, and trash bags. Step 11, clean the lawnmower. Step 12, fill mower with gas. Step 13, follow the mower oil checklist. Step 14, clean the weed whacker. Step 15, check weed whacker string and replace as needed. Step 16, store mower, weed whacker, and trash bags. Step 17, mark order sheet with any low supplies. Phew! 17 steps to mowing a neighbor's lawn. Obviously, this is simplistic, but it is a pretty simple business. Once you know what needs to be done, you can start organizing your workspace in such a way that it facilitates the task. For example, if you have a small shelf in the garage and you put your supplies such as weed whacker string, lawnmower gas, a few rags, and trash bags on it, then you have a one-stop shop ready for every time you accomplish a job. And we'll get more into that idea in the optimization episode. The most important thing here is getting a handle on what you and your team are actually doing. What you quickly discover, especially if more than one of you is working on a project, is that there are people accomplishing tasks you had absolutely no idea were being done. More than that, you just might find that multiple people are accomplishing the same task, which is a huge waste of time and money. Organization in and of itself is not the end-all be-all to process improvement, but it is a great start. Next week, we're going to dig in even further. First though, don't forget to subscribe to my mailing list at juniormoneymakers.com. Parents can enter their name and email right on the front page, and I'll send you emails about once a week with money-making tips, tricks, and ideas. Alternatively, you can go to facebook.com/juniormoneymakers and hit sign up right at the top of the page. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about my top 3 tips towards organizing your business. Tip 1. Use organizational software. Man, I do not know where I would live without programs like Evernote, 17 Hats, and Asana. A free program like Asana has both a web version and an app to help organize your business. They can be very simple, and they allow you to get all of your business information into one spot. Asana lets you create tasks and checklist templates that you can copy every time you start a new job or project. They also let you create workflows that automatically create tasks and even draft emails for customers using templates you've already created. One added bonus is that you can swipe checklist items and mark them complete with just a click or two in the app. This is a huge bonus for me. If you have a question about using software or want a personalized recommendation, parents can email me at mark@juniormoneymakers.com. Tell me a little bit about what you do, and I'll let you know what I recommend. I can also jump on Skype or FaceTime with you if you go to juniormoneymakers.com/getfeatured and click book me. Right now, I don't charge a consulting fee, and honestly, the session will probably be worth at least what you pay for it. Tip 2. Use accounting software. Look, if you're running your business out of a notebook, you're crazy. I use Wave Apps for my business taxes, and I can't recommend it enough. It's fully functional software that lets you track transactions, generate reports, and track income and expenses. You can also invoice directly through their system to include integrations with programs like Stripe and PayPal. I don't make money off of any of these sites I've mentioned so far. They're just the sites I use to help organize my business. Tip 3. Declutter everything. I'm sorry, I'm a clutter monster by nature. For 16 years, my wife has been working on my soul and helping me get rid of things I don't need and streamlining my life and my processes. She is the hero, and I am definitely the zero. The upside is you don't have to work on this for 16 years. You can nail this down right now. You need to take a few minutes and figure out where things should go, not where they do go. Make sure everything has a place and that place actually makes sense. I have training in things like Lean and Six Sigma, but you can easily watch a few YouTube videos to help upgrade your thought process. Bonus tip. If your processes are more complicated than a simple lawn mowing business or simple lemonade stand, you may need a lot of canvas. My favorite way to process map is to grab some sticky notes and write tasks down one at a time on stickies. Then you stick those stickies to the wall, starting left to right, and map out the entire process. When you're done, you'll have a great idea of everything going on in your business. You can use different color stickies for each person in your business, like mom or dad, and I'll link to a YouTube video or two in the show notes to show you some of these concepts. All right, there you have it. A few tips you can use to organize your business. Organizing your processes is the first step towards efficiency. You can't optimize anything until you actually know what you and your team are doing. So over the next week, take an hour or two to map out your kid hustle and lock down the exact steps you're taking in your path to making money. Before you go, don't forget to sign up for my mailing list at juniormoneymakers.com or at facebook.com/juniormoneymakers. If you're listening on your phone, you can actually just click the picture of the podcast app and there'll be a link right there to join my email list. How efficient is that? All right, everyone, that wraps up today's show. I've been your family's financial mentor, Mark, and until next time, don't forget to dream big and change the world. The views expressed on this program in no way represent the views of the United States Air Force, the Department of Defense, or the United States government and are solely those of the host and their guest. Additionally, the ideas in this program should only be tried after ensuring compliance with all laws and regulations, and then only with parents' permission. Finally, while we believe in every idea we present, we cannot guarantee your results, as all individual results will vary. Hey, did you hear about the race between the lettuce and the tomato? The lettuce was ahead, and the tomato was trying to catch up.